Have you ever caught your reflection and wondered when your energy, memory, and vitality started slipping away? One day you're walking up the stairs with ease, the next you're gripping the handrail, just trying to catch your breath, simply because ... you're getting older. The truth is, it's not age making you weaker, but what we've missed in our daily nutrition, those small yet incredibly important building blocks that protect your strength, your memory, and even your bright smile. The problem isn't aging itself, but what we stop giving our bodies as we get older. The nutrients, the fuel, the little daily choices that either keep you feeling alive or slowly take your spark away. Right now, you're about to discover a truth most people overlook. You don't need expensive supplements or some complicated diet to stay young at heart. All you need is to go back to basics, and nature has already done most of that work for you. In this video, I want to show you 10 powerful superfoods. Simple everyday foods that can help you stay mentally sharp, physically strong, and emotionally confident even after 60. These aren't fads, they're backed by real science, and more importantly, they work in real life. Some of them you've probably seen 100 times, but never knew the magic hiding inside. Others might surprise you, but I promise you this, if you stick with me until the end, you'll walk away with easy changes that can make a big difference starting from your very next meal. Oh, and don't forget to drop a comment below and let me know which superfoods you're most excited to try. To truly embrace a golden age of health, we need to look at 3 main pillars: nutrition, physical activity, and mental well-being. Nutrition is the foundation, the basic fuel that dictates every function of your body. What we eat not only nourishes our cells, but also directly impacts our ability to move, maintain strong muscles, and even influence our mood, reducing stress. These pillars interact and support each other, but today, we'll dive deep into the nutrition pillar, specifically 10 superfoods that can be a game changer for your health. Let's start with the powerful trio for your brain and heart. First up is blueberries. You might think of blueberries as just a sweet little snack, but inside those tiny purple balls is a powerhouse of protection for your brain. If you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why, or struggled to remember a name you used to know by heart, this is one fruit you don't want to ignore. Blueberries are packed with something called anthocyanins, a special group of antioxidants that give them their deep blue color. They do more than just look pretty. These compounds cross the blood-brain barrier and directly protect brain cells from damage. One study from Harvard even followed over 16,000 older adults and found that those who ate more berries, especially blueberries, had slower rates of cognitive decline by up to 2.5 years. That's almost like turning back the mental clock. You can enjoy blueberries fresh or frozen, both retain their nutrients and convenience. The biggest mistake is choosing sugary bottled blueberry juice. Instead, try adding a handful of blueberries to your Greek yogurt in the morning or blending them into a delicious smoothie. Next is salmon, a food that could literally save your heart. This isn't just a trendy food, it's one of the most powerful protectors of your heart, especially after 60. Salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, which your body can't make on its own. These healthy fats are like a soothing balm for your arteries. They help lower triglycerides, reduce inflammation, and even regulate your heart rhythm. In fact, the American Heart Association recommends eating fatty fish like salmon at least twice a week because doing so can lower the risk of fatal heart attacks by up to 36%. That's not a small number. Beyond your heart, omega-3 salmon also help maintain brain function, joint health, and even support emotional stability. Salmon is simple to prepare. Grilled, steamed, or baked with a bit of lemon and olive oil is all it needs. Try to avoid deep frying, which cancels out many of its benefits. Other fatty fish like mackerel, sardines, and herring are also excellent choices. Finally, in this trio, let's talk about spinach. It's easy to overlook this leafy green. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but don't be fooled. This humble green might be one of the strongest allies your body has as you age. Spinach is loaded with magnesium, potassium, and plant-based antioxidants that work behind the scenes to fight off inflammation. And that's a big deal because after 60, inflammation is the sneaky culprit behind everything from joint pain to muscle loss to even heart trouble. One study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that people who ate leafy greens like spinach regularly had significantly lower levels of C-reactive protein CRP, a key marker of inflammation in the body. Furthermore, spinach also provides vitamin K, which supports bone strength, and nitrates, which help relax blood vessels and lower blood pressure naturally. You don't have to eat a giant bowl of it raw. Just a quick salt with garlic and olive oil, or tossed into a warm soup or smoothie, and it blends right in. A common mistake is overcooking spinach, which can deplete many of its crucial nutrients. Now, let's move on to superfoods that can improve your physique and mental well-being. There's something almost luxurious about a ripe avocado, creamy, rich, satisfying. But this isn't just a trendy toast topper. For seniors, avocados are like edible anti-aging cream from the inside out. Inside each avocado is a treasure chest of monounsaturated fats, the good kind that helps lower bad cholesterol LDL while boosting the good HDL. That means less strain on your heart and arteries. But that's just the beginning. Avocados are also packed with vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects skin cells from damage, keeping your skin smoother, more elastic, and less prone to that dry, papery texture that often comes with age. And if you've been feeling a bit off, irritable, foggy, or just not quite like yourself, it might have something to do with your hormones. Avocados are rich in vitamin B6 and folate, which play a direct role in balancing mood and supporting healthy hormone production. Especially important for both men and women navigating postmenopause or andropause. Just half an avocado a day is enough. Add it to a salad, spread it on whole grain toast, or just enjoy it with a pinch of salt and a squeeze of lemon. Next is Greek yogurt, one of the oldest secrets to strong bones and a calm, healthy gut. There's something comforting about a spoonful of thick, creamy Greek yogurt. But this isn't just a treat, it's one of the most powerful everyday foods to keep your body strong, especially after 60. Greek yogurt is a protein powerhouse, and that's important because after 60, your muscles start to shrink faster than they build, something called sarcopenia. But research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that older adults who consume high-protein foods like Greek yogurt regularly maintain more lean muscle mass and strength, even without intense exercise. But it's not just about muscle. Greek yogurt also gives you a solid dose of calcium and probiotics. Calcium keeps your bones dense and less likely to fracture, especially critical for women. And probiotics feed your gut with good bacteria, helping improve digestion, reduce bloating, and even support immunity. The key is choosing plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, not the sugary flavored kinds. You can add blueberries, a sprinkle of walnuts, or a drizzle of honey to sweeten it naturally. And don't underestimate the walnut, small and wrinkly as they may be. These little brain-shaped nuts are nature's gift to your memory, your mood, and your sleep, all areas that tend to change as we grow older. Walnuts are one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid ALA. These healthy fats act like natural armor for your brain, protecting neurons from inflammation and damage. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health, and Aging followed seniors who regularly ate walnuts and found they had better cognitive scores and memory recall compared to those who didn't. But it doesn't stop at memory. Walnuts also contain natural melatonin, which helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. So, if you've been tossing and turning at night or waking up too early, a few walnuts in the evening might help your body ease into deeper, more restful sleep. They're also rich in magnesium and antioxidants, which support heart health and reduce anxiety. A small handful a day, about 3 to 5 whole walnuts, is more than enough. Just make sure they're raw or dry roasted without added salt or sugar. Let's move on to superfoods that provide sustainable energy and immune shields for your body. There's something deeply nourishing about sweet potatoes. Perhaps it's the warmth, the color, or the way they fill you up without making you feel heavy. But beyond comfort, sweet potatoes are an energy-boosting, immune-strengthening superstar, especially for seniors. What makes them so powerful? First, they're rich in complex carbohydrates, which means they release energy slowly and help keep your blood sugar stable throughout the day. No crash, no sudden hunger, just steady, reliable fuel that your body can actually use. But here's where sweet potatoes really shine. Their vibrant orange color comes from beta-carotene. which your body converts into vitamin A, a key nutrient for eye health, skin repair, and a strong immune system. In fact, a study from the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults with higher levels of beta-carotene had better immune function and fewer infections, especially during colder months. They're also loaded with fiber, which helps digestion stay regular, and potassium, which supports heart and muscle function. You can boil them, roast them, mash them, or slice and bake them into healthy fries. However you like them, just keep the skins on when you can. That's where a lot of the nutrients live. Compared to regular potatoes, sweet potatoes generally have a lower glycemic index and significantly higher vitamin A content. And don't forget broccoli. It might not win any popularity contests, but if your cells could vote, they'd choose it every time. This bright green veggie isn't just good for you. It's one of the most powerful disease fighters in the plant kingdom. What makes broccoli so special? A natural compound called sulforaphane. It sounds like a lab chemical, but it's all natural and incredibly effective. According to researchers at Johns Hopkins University, sulforaphane helps the body activate its detox enzymes, which means it clears out harmful substances, supports liver health, and even shows promise in fighting cancer cells, especially in the prostate, breast, and colon. On top of that, broccoli is packed with vitamin C, vitamin K, and fiber, all working together to reduce inflammation, protect your joints, and keep your digestion running smoothly. The key is not to overcook it. When broccoli is steamed lightly or stir-fried just until bright green, it keeps its nutrients intact and becomes easier to digest. Add a little olive oil or garlic, and suddenly it's not just healthy, it's delicious. If you've ever brushed broccoli off your plate, it might be time to invite it back, especially if you're looking for natural ways to stay strong, resilient, and protected from the inside out. Finally, we'll discuss the superfoods that provide overall strength and overnight recovery. Eggs have gotten a bad rap over the years. But let me tell you, for seniors looking to stay strong, sharp, and hormonally balanced, eggs, especially the yolk, are a quiet powerhouse. Inside that golden center is choline, a nutrient that supports memory, focus, and nervous system health. According to research from the Framingham Heart Study, people with higher choline intake had better cognitive performance and were less likely to develop memory decline. And get this, one egg yolk contains about 150 milligrams of choline, which covers nearly 30% of what you need in a day. But there's more. Eggs are one of the few natural sources of vitamin D, which helps keep bones strong and supports immune function. And for men especially, the cholesterol in egg yolks is actually a building block for testosterone production, something that tends to drop with age, affecting energy, strength, and even confidence. Don't let old myths scare you. Multiple studies now confirm that eating up to one egg a day doesn't raise heart disease risk for healthy individuals. What matters most is how you prepare them. Skip the greasy pan. Boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled is best. I used to be very afraid of eating eggs because of old information, but once I researched thoroughly, I brought eggs back to my breakfast and felt a clear difference in my energy levels. And to round out this list, let's talk about a drink you can enjoy before bed that helps your joints, your sleep, and your recovery: tart cherry juice. There's something deeply soothing about a glass of tart cherry juice before bed. But this isn't just about winding down, it's about healing while you sleep. For seniors, that's one of the most important times your body restores itself. And tart cherries give that process a natural boost. What makes them so effective? Tart cherries are one of the richest natural sources of melatonin, the hormone your body uses to regulate sleep. In a study published in the European Journal of Nutrition, older adults who drank tart cherry juice twice daily for 2 weeks slept longer and reported better sleep quality compared to those who didn't. No pills, no side effects, just cherries doing their quiet work. But that's not all. Tart cherries are also loaded with anthocyanins and anti-inflammatory compounds, which help soothe joint pain, reduce muscle soreness, and even aid in post-exercise recovery. This makes it especially helpful if you've been feeling stiff in the mornings or sore after a walk. A small glass, about 100 to 150 milliliters, ideally 30 minutes before bed, is enough. Just be sure to choose unsweetened 100% tart cherry juice, not the sugary blends that cancel out the benefits. If you frequently wake up with stiff joints, Give this drink a try. Now, we've covered 10 superfoods, but it's crucial to realize one of the biggest mistakes most people make: not listening to their own bodies. Not every food is right for everybody. For example, if you're taking blood thinners, you'll want to be cautious with foods high in vitamin K, like spinach and broccoli, since they can interfere with your medication. If you have kidney issues, some foods rich in potassium, like sweet potatoes or avocados, might need to be limited. And if you're managing cholesterol or diabetes, even something as healthy as Greek yogurt or tart cherry juice should be chosen carefully. Always go for the unsweetened versions and keep an eye on portion sizes. And of course, if you've had allergies, digestive issues, or sensitivities to eggs, nuts, or dairy in the past, it's always best to start small and talk to your doctor or dietitian first. The goal here isn't perfection, it's knowing your body, listening to it, and making choices that lift you up, not weigh you down. So, how do you start building your own golden age meal plan? Don't try to flip your whole life upside down all at once. Start by adding just 1 or 2 of your favorite superfoods to your weekly routine. You could try adding blueberries to your breakfast in the first week, replacing a snack with Greek yogurt in the second, and incorporating salmon into one of your dinners in the third. The power lies in consistency. Small, persistent changes over time create the biggest difference. Keep your plan simple, maybe jot down a shopping list or plan a few basic meals for the week. Focus on fresh, whole foods and limit processed items. Aging is a journey, not a sentence, and every day, you get to choose how that journey feels. You don't need magic pills or expensive treatments. Sometimes it's the quiet little changes: a handful of walnuts here, a spoon of yogurt there, a glass of cherry juice before bed, that create the biggest difference over time. Your body still wants to support you, it just needs a little help. And these superfoods, they're not about restriction. They're about nourishing the life you still have ahead of you. More strength, more clarity, more connection. You deserve all of that and more. My friend, at 65, used to struggle with chronic joint pain. After adding tart cherry juice and broccoli to her daily diet, she was able to return to her passion for hiking. So try one change this week, just one. Stick with it and see what shifts. Your body has more wisdom than you think, trust it. If this video gave you something helpful, something that made you smile, nod, or feel hopeful again, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you're trying, what's working, or even what's been hard lately. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you never miss a small tip that could make a big difference. Take care of yourself, you're worth it.